So I've been meaning to rewatch Classic Thomas this year, but I haven't really gotten to it as I'm a notoriously lazy binge watcher. That, and I have 5 other shows that I'm trying to binge watch or want to binge watch at this current moment. But I decided that I would try and focus on Thomas a little bit more by making a fun little series out of it. So here's the first episode of what I like to call my random Thomas observations. When you've watched these episodes as many times as I have, you start to notice random things no one in their right mind should notice. That's how you know the brain rot's really settled in. To start off the series, instead of talking about the first episode of the series, we'll be talking about the series' pilot episode, Thomas Down the Mine, from 1983. Not to be confused with the 25th episode of the first series, Down the Mine, which is a refilmed version of this pilot episode. This reconstruction of the pilot, done by Mattel, the current rights holders of the Thomas and Friends IP, might be the only time we ever get to see Classic Thomas in 4K, as the pilot was rescanned to 4K resolution for the reconstruction. The pilot was also seemingly re-edited according to the televised version of Down the Mine, rather than to the original visual script of the pilot. The visual script for the pilot leaked online quite some time ago. In reading through it, you can see that the editing of the reconstruction is a lot different from what the script says. Some of this is definitely due to some footage just being lost to time, as some clips from the final episode are substituted. Such as this clip of Thomas going under the famous intro bridge. The pilot version of this set has the track curving off to the side a lot more than the finalized version, as shown in this picture. The start of Annie and Clarabelle's theme in this reconstruction is actually the start of Duck's theme from Series 3.
Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears.
Once you notice it, you can never unnotice it. The body shell of Thomas's pilot model would be reused for his prop for the first 2 seasons of the show, albeit with additional details and a new chassis, as the first chassis proved to be unreliable. All of Thomas's faces used in the pilot would also go on to be reused in the first 2 seasons, albeit with the eyebrows changed. Gordon's pilot model is an entirely different model from the one in the final show. The faces went entirely unused, and the prop was eventually dismantled and used for scrap set dressing. Really can't get over how some of the whack proportions make him almost look like an entirely different character. Gotta love that weird BR Standard 3 looking running board. Like how this reconstruction of the pilot reuses footage from the final episode, the reverse is true for the final episode, as the final episode reuses a handful of shots from the pilot. Thomas and Gordon's conversation after Thomas is rescued in the final version is cut down significantly compared to the pilot, presumably for runtime reasons. Well, I think that's all I have to say for now. Tune in